Hi, I'm Brandon, video game host over at the Nerdy Show Podcast Network, and this is Beta Test, a series where I review indie games. Today I've checked out Concursion from Puba. So before we begin this review, I did look up the meaning of the word concursion. No, it's not a real word. Urban Dictionary claims it's a group of people concurring. Puba says it means dimensional rift. Technically, it's not a real word, though, and neither is Metroid, but that seemed to work, so whatever. So what exactly is Concursion? Well, it's a running, jumping, flying, stomping, slashing, shooting, sometimes pellet munching, side-scrolling action platforming game. So the game is essentially, well, the demo anyway, is made up of a series of side-scrolling stages where you get from point A to point B. Now, how you get there can depend on you, because there are these things I'll call zones, for lack of a better word, and every time you move through a zone, it'll change your character, the environment, or an enemy. So there are instances in the game where these zones will float around, and say you're running on a platform and you're about to squish the innards of an enemy, and suddenly this gravitational orb floats by, turns this cute little bumblebee into a magic-flinging sorcerer, while the floor turns into one-hit kill spikes as you turn into a double-jumping ninja all at the same time, and the stage will basically change constantly like that in split seconds. It's very fun. It is very challenging. One of the reasons it's very challenging, because you're using a f***ing keyboard. Don't use a keyboard in this game, because you'll hate it. I love the game, just don't use a keyboard. The game seems like it's probably going to be a comedic game, but as right now, since there's no story, there's no comedy value. Aside from, like I said, a bumblebee turning into a sorcerer and kicking the shit out of me instantly. That's very funny when I die. That's great. Thanks. You guys have a sense of humor over at Puba. Now, the story has been hinted at by the developers that there will be some sort of inciting incident of princess kidnapping, but they claim it won't be a cliched princess kidnapping like many other games. So, I did die a tremendous amount in this game, but I've discovered that this game has the makings of one of the best things ever. A drinking game. So essentially, every time you shift through a different zone, you take a shot. And it's great because you're changing zones constantly. So if you're playing the demo and you just beat the first stage, you're probably drunk already. So it's the best drinking game ever. You get drunk in one stage. But don't drink too much because you'll probably vomit. This was a terrible idea. This is a really bad idea. Do not do the drinking game that I just endorsed. I do not endorse that game. Don't do it. As you can see, it's not a good idea. Final thoughts. Do play Concursion. Do not play the drinking game. The drinking game is not endorsed by Puba. They do not condone drinking while playing this game. But if you do happen to play this game while you're drunk, please respond to the YouTube video and let us know. Let us know how it goes. Send us your pics. I am looking forward to way more chaos and bashing my head in over and over on my computer desk as I constantly die when this game is finally released. Thanks for watching Beta Test. Me and Brandon. Do I go into the whole subscribe thing now? If you like what you saw, please subscribe. If you like the review, please hit like. If you don't like the review, off you tosser. Head over to nerdyshow.com if you want to see more podcasts of people like me or people that are actually talented.